Every year, thousands of truck owners hook up a trailer for the first time, pull onto the highway, and discover at 65 miles an hour, with the trailer starting to move on its own, that they never actually understood the numbers on their own truck. Here's the uncomfortable truth. The one number everyone knows is the tow rating from the commercial. The problem is that this is one number that is least likely to keep you safe. The numbers that decide whether your weekend haul goes smoothly or ends on the shoulder are printed on a sticker most owners have never read. Today we're counting down the 10 numbers every truck owner must know before towing anything. Miss even one of them, and you can be overloaded your truck, while technically still under your tow rating. Have you ever weighed your truck and trailer, or are you running on the brochure numbers? Tell us in the comments, we might feature your setup in our next video. And if this video saves you a repair bill, or worse, smash that like button and subscribe. Let's get into it. At number 10, it's the tow rating number. We start with the number you already know, but you need to understand why it's the least useful one on the truck. The maximum tow rating is the heaviest trailer the manufacturer says a specifically configured truck can pull under ideal conditions. A properly equipped F-150 truck can pull north of 13,000 pounds. This is an impressive number that sells trucks. Here's what it assumes: a bare truck with minimal cargo, correct equipment, a specific axle ratio, cab, and bed configuration. In other words, a truck loaded almost nothing like yours will be loaded on the morning you actually leave for the lake. The tow rating tells you what the truck can pull. It says nothing about whether your truck, with your family and your gear, can carry, control, and stop that trailer. That's what the next 9 numbers are for. Number 9. The axle ratio, 2 trucks. Same engine, same cab, same badge on the tailgate. One tows thousands of pounds more than the other. The difference is often a number you can't see from the driver's seat, the rear axle ratio. A 3.31 and a 3.73 look like trivia on a spec sheet, but the higher numerical ratio gives the engine more mechanical leverage. Stronger launches, better grade performance. The engine working in the RPM range where it makes real power. This is why cab style, bed length, 2-wheel versus 4-wheel drive, tires, and cooling packages all change the rating. A regular cab 2-wheel drive can out-tow a heavier crew cab 4x4, simply because it has more capacity left over. Your rating belongs to your configuration, not the model line. Number 8. The trailer tire expiration date. Here's a number that has nothing to do with tread depth. Trailer tires age out before they wear out. They sit for months, bake in the sun, carry heavy static loads, and the rubber degrades from the inside, whether you use them or not. Many experts recommend replacing trailer tires at around 5 to 7 years old, even if the tread looks brand new. The date is molded right into the sidewall in the DOT code. The last 4 digits give the week and year of manufacture. A tire reading 2519 was built in the 25th week of 2019. If you bought your trailer used, those tires may be a decade old with perfect tread. A blowout on the truck is a bad day. A blowout on a loaded trailer at highway speed is a steering event you may not win. Number 7. The tire pressure for the load. Staying with tires because they carry every pound of this entire conversation. Tire pressure isn't one number, it's a number matched to the load. An underinflated tire under towing weight flexes at the sidewall, and flex builds heat. And heat is how tires fail, suddenly instead of gradually. Reduced control, longer stops, and a failure mode that gives you no warning. Check pressures cold before every towing trip against the vehicle placard and the tire's own load rating. And know what kind of tire you're on. Standard passenger tires are usually not the right tool for heavy towing. Light truck rated tires exist precisely because towing loads demand more from the sidewall. 2 tire numbers, 30 seconds with a gauge and a flashlight. That's the whole cost of getting this one right. Number 6. The transmission's red line. Heat is the enemy of an automatic transmission, and towing is a heat-generating machine. As a general guide, under about 200 degrees Fahrenheit, transmission fluid is living a normal life. Push past 220 and stress is climbing. Approach 250 and you're in serious concern territory where fluid breaks down, lubrication suffers, and clutch and seal damage starts accumulating. Exact limits vary by transmission, but the direction of the story never changes. The damage is quiet, no bang, no smoke, just fluid degrading a little more on every hot pull until one day the shifts get lazy and the repair quote has a comma in it. The defense costs nothing. Use tow/haul mode, it holds gears longer, cuts the constant gear hunting on grades, and adds engine braking. Watch the temperature readout on long climbs. and if you tow regularly, shorten your fluid intervals. Many frequent towers service somewhere in the 30 to 60,000 mile range rather than waiting for the standard schedule. Number 5. 5,000 pounds. Somewhere around this number, the game changes. Many travel trailers above roughly 5,000 pounds are commonly towed with a weight distribution hitch, and for good reason. A heavy trailer hanging on a bare ball crushes the truck's rear suspension, unloads the front tires, and takes steering and braking grip with it. A weight distribution setup spreads that tongue load across both axles and the trailer, bringing the truck back to level and the front tires back to work. Add sway control for tall, long, box-sided trailers, the ones that catch crosswinds like sails. And check one visual number while you're at it. Level. A trailer should sit level when connected. Nose high overloads the trailer's rear and invites sway. Nose low piles excess weight on the hitch. If your connected rig looks like a seesaw, the setup is wrong before you've moved a foot. Number 4. The rear axle rating. On that same door sticker, you'll find the GAWR, the gross axle weight rating for the front and rear axles. This is the maximum each axle is built to carry. Tires, wheels, bearings, springs, the whole load path. Why does it matter? Because towing loads the rear axle specifically. Tongue weight doesn't spread itself politely across the truck, it presses down behind the rear wheels, levering weight onto that rear axle and off the front. A truck can be under its total weight limit and still have an overloaded rear axle carrying more than it was ever rated for. Overload it, and you get sagging suspension, overheated tires, stressed brakes, and steering that feels light exactly when you need it planted. Number 3. The GVWR, the gross vehicle weight rating, is the maximum your truck is allowed to weigh: truck, fuel, people, cargo, hitch, and tongue weight, all of it combined. This is the number that exposes the great towing miscalculation. My truck tows 12,000, my trailer weighs 10,000, I'm safe. That math ignores the GVWR entirely. It ignores what the trailer adds to the truck. There's one honest way to know where you stand: a certified scale. Load the truck the way you actually travel, hook up the trailer, and weigh it. Truck stops have CAT scales. The whole exercise costs less than lunch. Experienced RV owners weigh their setups. Beginners run on faith. That difference shows up in the numbers and eventually on the road. Number 2. 10 to 15%. If sway is the thing that scares you, and it should, this is the number that prevents it. Tongue weight should be roughly 10 to 15% of the loaded trailer's weight, pressing down on the hitch. An 8,000-pound trailer should carry 800 to 1,200 pounds on the nose. Too little, and the trailer becomes a pendulum. Rear heavy loading is the classic mistake. The trailer starts hunting side to side, each swing bigger than the last, until it's steering the truck instead of following it. Too much, and you overload the rear axle, unload the front tires, and lose steering and braking grip. Load heavy items low, centered, slightly forward of the trailer axle, never piled at the back. And if sway ever starts, stay calm, hold the wheel straight, ease off the throttle, and apply the trailer brakes manually if you have a controller. Do not slam the truck brakes, do not saw at the wheel. Sudden corrections are how sway becomes a rollover. Number 1. The payload sticker. Open your driver's door right now and read the yellow and white label. The combined weight of occupants and cargo should never exceed. Followed by a number. That is your truck's real limit, not the brochure, not the tow rating. That number, and on many well-equipped trucks, it's smaller than owners expect. 14 or 1,500 pounds is common. Now run the math that catches almost everyone. Family of 4, 500 pounds. Camping gear in the bed, 200. Weight distribution hitch hardware, 100. Tongue weight from that 8,000-pound trailer, 900. Total, 1,700 pounds, and plenty of trucks are over their sticker before the cooler goes in. Under the tow rating, over the payload, overloaded legally and mechanically with handling, braking, and tire heat problems to match. This is why the first towing mistake almost every beginner makes is buying the trailer first. The right order is the reverse. Read the sticker, do the payload math, then choose the trailer your actual truck can handle. The tow rating gets people to sign paperwork. The payload sticker keeps them out of trouble. Before you hook up, 10 numbers. None of them require a mechanic. 1 door sticker, 1 tire sidewall, 1 scale ticket, 1 temperature readout, and a tape measure's worth of common sense. The trucks are more capable than they've ever been. The physics haven't changed at all. The owners who tow for decades without a story to tell aren't lucky. They're the ones who did the math before they did the miles. Which of these numbers surprised you? And be honest, have you ever actually read your payload sticker? Tell us in the comments, we might feature your answer in our next video. And if this video helped you tow smarter, smash that like button and subscribe for more auto insights. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.